each other. And that, seeing that and wanting to bring that back to the United States, because we need it here. We need that sense of not being so rushed, about being able to spend time with each other, being able to love and live with each other. That's just something that I think that we this is And so at the end of our time, dear David decided he needed a nap, and so I decided I needed a picture of it.
Hey, tell us about the lake water.
The lake? Oh, that, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I? Walter, myself, and Travis were the ones wanting to go down and just get closer to the lake. We went down to the lake, and Walter asked me if it was salty or fresh. Well, I scooped it up and went to sniff it. Everybody up on the shore thought I was drinking it. There's no way. And so they were hooting and hollering, and I'm like, no, I just wanted to smell if it was fresh or salt water. Forgot to wash my hands afterwards. We went out to one of the markets, and I had grabbed some peanuts that were in a baggage, but poured them into my hand, ate them, and then licked the dust that was on my hand. So that night, didn't quite feel so good, and that is why I cannot eat a mixture of rice and beans now. I can eat rice and beans by themselves, but together, not so much. So hopefully I'll get over that, but yeah, it was not a fun night. It wasn't a fun day the next day either. But no, I'm feeling much better. So, all right. Oh, I guess this is your stuff now. Ready? Oh, wait, if I can figure out how to do it.
Nick is one of my shyer students.
Incredibly shy.
Yeah, like Craig said, Nick is pretty shy. No, he will talk to a tree if you let him. But yeah, I will not. I'm more of the muscle type. But I just want to say thanks to everyone for allowing us to go on this trip. We're a very blessed group, and we appreciate it. This trip was. First of all, I was kind of in a hurry, so I had a lot of pictures, but I'm not sure what's on here. There might be a lot of candid shots of David on here, so I don't know. But I just want to say that I'm very blessed to be a part of this church here at Central, and it feels like a family to me, and I'm very excited that we can get to go here, go on trips like Nicaragua. And I hope that we visit a lot more countries together. This group was a very diverse group. It was very diverse, but we had all the tools necessary to show God's love to the people of Nicaragua. And I was part of the team last year, and that team was also a diverse group. And it was wasn't the test group it was the first Central mission trip. Okay, it was the test group, and those contacts that we made there are contacts that we'll have for probably the rest of our lives. We'll go there for years to come. Jacob, like Nick said, is one of the translators there, and Angel is Jose Diaz's son, which he knows English very well. He's one of the translators. Here are pictures of the bulletin boards at the church. Here's some of the church here. One thing, the church last year did not have tile floors, so they had tile floors now. There's Jacob right there. Another thing, the community in Nicaragua, if you go to a house, you have to eat no matter what time of day it is. It's just a custom. There's Angel there. Yeah, one service we went to one of the what member do you know? Okay. Yeah, they had service at their house and they had bunnies, so that was interesting. Here are the students working at the church. Axel was one of the translators there. There we're gathering around Leonora's house. There's one of the cameras. Yeah. The food there was interesting. They eat a lot of rice and beans, so we had that pretty much every day. One thing about this trip that was different from last year we did construction and a lot of health classes. This year was more about using the LST books to help them with their English. We used the book of Luke to help them. Overall, this was an amazing experience, and I can't wait to do it again.
I appreciate all those interesting shots of me dozing off. I only slept a few seconds in between all the great activities that was going on. But any chance you had to get your eyes closed, you did that. No. As Craig said, he gets to enjoy that experience year-round, and I got a snippet of it. It was a great joy to get to be with them. The LST books, what is LST stand for? Let's start talking. Basically, there's a variety of different ones. They're all books from different New Testament books, done in simple English, and the booklets have just a little section of a Bible study, and then afterwards, questions you can cover, and maybe some of the words that might have been a little more difficult if they were studying English for them to learn, like the word mystery or things like that. And so those words would come up in the text, and it would be a very general and easy way to begin a study from the scriptures to someone that was interested in just improving their English. Even the director of the academy was very pleased in what we were doing, and he strolled through several times. I know you saw pictures, especially of group shots where we were in kind of darker rooms, and there were several students and a lot of gringos in the picture, if you recognize the difference with the darkness and all that. In that setting, there was a lot of studies going on all at one time, and the director was real pleased on how that was going on, and he observed what was happening, and obviously knew his English extremely well and saw what we were up to, and believe wholeheartedly we've got an invitation to come back again next year. Basically, he gave up the classes that he was teaching on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night after getting to meet us just the week prior. And And we came in and led his classes. He just gave us all of his students for a 5 o'clock and a 6 o'clock period for 3 nights. And then that went so well that we talked to him afterwards, and we've got his email address and phone number, etc. We'll definitely be contacting him when we go back to do that again next year. I'm privileged to get to go too, and I know Central puts a lot of effort and support in missions. To me, that's extremely important. It says something about us as a church and what we believe in doing, and it carries also here in our local community. As any of us would understand, once you get out and start doing that, you get back and the fire is burning hotter. And the demonstration in front of you of these students also gives us a challenge for those that stay behind in sin, to realize that we have that responsibility too. And so that passage that we read toward the beginning of our service from Mark 16, where Jesus gives us the command, as well as the apostles in that day and time, to go into all the world and preach the gospel. And that is our command from our commander. And that's what we're about. And it's a joy to be involved in a congregation that takes that on very, very decisively and responsibly. And so thank you for always doing that. And keep these people in your prayers, as we mentioned this morning about Nicaragua, but also Pedaputi, who is in that area in India where our missionary Suri is working. They're extremely struggling right now because of the heat hardship. Worse than Nicaragua, if we can't imagine. We had almost 100-degree temperature every day. They're getting up to 117, and it's breaking records. So we'll close the services with an invitation. If anybody's not right with God, or you just need a prayer, or if you've never been baptized, a commitment to Christ that will last a lifetime. He died on the cross for us. And we've got a message to carry and a message to hold fast to. If your life has come unraveled, Christ is the one to put it back together. And so if you need to respond to the gospel invitation, we certainly invite you to come while we stand and sing.
Softly and